Attention passionate Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the AFC North and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Cleveland Browns' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave division rivals stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Cleveland Browns fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with your FRINDS and Cleveland, BROWNS FANS. Let's get to the news, all right. Browns fans, buckle up because what just happened over the weekend might be one of those moments we'll be talking about for years to come. It's not every day that you see a franchise quarterback like Deion Watson sidelined, and the team suddenly thrust into a situation where a young, unproven rookie gets thrown into the fire. But that's exactly what happened in Week 11 when Shedeur Sanders, son of NFL legend Deion Sanders, made his NFL debut for the Cleveland Browns. And let me tell you, it's a story filled with intrigue, speculation, and the kind of drama that makes football so exciting. So let's back up a bit and set the stage. The Browns were already dealing with some struggles this season, especially on offense. Deion Watson, who's supposed to be the cornerstone of Cleveland's attack, has been battling injuries and inconsistent play. That's left the team searching for answers, trying to find some spark to ignite their offense. Dillon Gabriel, who's been filling in as the starter, had a pretty rough go of it against the Ravens. He left the game after suffering a concussion, and suddenly the Browns were faced with a question nobody wanted to consider. Who's going to step up now? Enter Shedeur Sanders, the young quarterback from Colorado who's been making waves in college and now, surprisingly, in the NFL. Now here's where things get even more interesting. Just hours before Shedeur stepped onto the field, Deion Sanders, his legendary father, took to social media with a message that seemed almost prophetic in hindsight. Deion posted on Sunday morning, "Today will be a blessed, productive day." It was a vague, uplifting message, but given what was about to unfold, fans and insiders couldn't help but wonder if Deion knew what was coming. Could he have had a premonition? Was he somehow aware that Shedeur might get his shot sooner than expected? Some Browns fans online started to speculate that Deion must have had some insider info or a gut feeling. And sure enough, his son was called upon to make his NFL debut in a crucial moment. Shedeur, after all, has endured a long and winding road to get to this point. Drafted in the 5th round, he wasn't the highly touted first-round pick many expected. Instead, he had to fight his way up the depth chart and wait patiently for his opportunity. It's a classic underdog story, and Browns fans love seeing that grit and determination. Deion Sanders, known for his confident and motivational style, has consistently believed that his son would get his chance to shine in the NFL this season. Back in September, he made it clear on the New Heights podcast that Shedeur was destined to see the field sooner rather than later. "Be patient and be ready," Deion said. "When it's time, you'll know, and it's coming. I got a feeling when it's going to go down, but I'm not telling nobody. It's going to happen this year. He's going to get a shot." And boy, did that moment come early. When Dillon Gabriel went down, the Browns didn't hesitate to turn to Shedeur. Now, it's worth noting that the team had reportedly told the Baltimore Ravens, who were eyeing Shedeur in the draft, not to select him. That's because the Sanders camp was crystal clear about wanting Shedeur to get onto the field early, not sit behind a star like Lamar Jackson in Baltimore. Deion, after all, has a history with Baltimore from his playing days, and he's got a good relationship with the Ravens, former GM, Ozzie Newsome. But more than that, the goal was always to get Shedeur on the field to see if he could handle the NFL level. And handle it he did, right? Well, not quite. After stepping in, Shedeur looked a little like a rookie trying to find his rhythm. His first 2 throws looked promising, but then he started to struggle. He misfired on his next 7 attempts, took a couple of sacks, and was flagged for intentional grounding at one point. The pressure of making his debut in a game that was already tight, against a tough Ravens defense, was clearly evident. Browns fans, of course, are wondering, what's next? Will they stick with Shedeur or turn back to Dillon Gabriel if he's healthy next week? That's the big question now as Cleveland tries to navigate these turbulent waters. Let's talk about the bigger picture for a moment. Cleveland's season has been a roller coaster. Coming into this year, expectations were high after last season's promising signs. But injuries, inconsistent play, and some tough losses have dampened the enthusiasm somewhat. Still, the Browns have a roster packed with talent, particularly on defense, and a core of young players hungry to prove themselves. Nick Chubb, of course, remains a key piece, though he's been sidelined for much of the year. The defense, led by Myles Garrett and a resilient secondary, keeps the Browns competitive in every game. But the offense has been the Achilles heel, especially with the quarterback situation being so uncertain. Now with Shedeur Sanders' debut, Browns fans are buzzing. Some are excited about the potential, seeing the raw talent and the possibility that this kid could develop into a franchise quarterback. Others are cautious, knowing that one game doesn't define a career, especially for a rookie who's still learning the NFL game. It's a delicate balancing act. Shedeur's performance might not have been perfect, but it showed he's got the guts to step into the spotlight, even if the results weren't what everyone hoped for. It's a testament to his resilience and the faith his father has in him. And Deion Sanders? Well, he's been in the spotlight for decades, and his confidence in his son is unshakable. His social media posts, his interviews, his public statements, everything points to a belief that Shedeur is destined for greatness. Whether that's in Cleveland or somewhere else down the line remains to be seen. But if recent history teaches us anything, it's that Deion's instincts are usually pretty spot on, and his belief in his kid is unwavering. Browns fans, you might want to keep an eye on this story. It's just getting started, and the drama surrounding Shedeur Sanders' NFL journey could be a defining chapter for Cleveland's future. Now, let's not forget about the coaching staff. Head coach Kevin Stefanski, who's known for his patience and strategic mindset, was cautious when asked about Shedeur's debut. He didn't want to get ahead of himself or create false expectations. "I don't think it's fair to speculate," Stefanski said. "We're committed to getting better as an offense. Dylan is certainly committed to improving every way he can, and all of our young players are working so hard behind the scenes to get better each day." That's the kind of leadership Browns fans appreciate, focused, measured, and always looking forward. But the truth is, Cleveland's offense has struggled at times this season. The quarterback play has been inconsistent, and the team's ability to move the ball and put points on the board has been hampered by missed opportunities and turnovers. Shedeur's debut was a small sample size, but it offered a glimpse into a young player with potential. His arm strength, decision-making, and composure will be under a microscope in the coming weeks. Browns fans are hoping he can grow, learn quickly, and eventually be the answer to their quarterback questions. Looking ahead, the Browns face some critical matchups. The upcoming game against the Las Vegas Raiders will be a big test for Shedeur, especially if Gabriel isn't 100% recovered. The team needs consistency on offense, and fans are eager to see if Shedeur can step into that role and make an impact. Cleveland's defense will need to continue playing at a high level, as always, to keep the team in games. It's going to be a season full of ups and downs, but Browns fans are used to that. What they want is hope. Hope that the future is bright, that their young quarterback can develop into a franchise star, and that the team can bounce back from this rocky stretch and make a run in the playoffs. This whole story about Shedeur Sanders isn't just about one game or one debut. It's about the hope of new beginnings, the belief that Cleveland can build around young talent, and the excitement of a new chapter. Browns fans love a good underdog story, and that's exactly what this feels like. A young quarterback taking his first steps in the NFL with a legendary father watching over him, and a fan base eager to see if he can rise to the occasion. Cleveland has faced adversity before, and they've come out stronger. This season might be tough, but it's also ripe with potential. The young guns are stepping up, and the future looks promising. And now, Cleveland Browns fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on Shedeur Sanders' debut? Do you believe in his potential? Are you excited to see how he develops over the coming weeks? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Cleveland Browns. Remember, this story is just beginning, and I'll be back soon with more updates and analysis. So stay tuned, keep the faith, and let's keep supporting our Browns through thick and thin. We're all in this together, and the best is yet to come.